Hello, hope everybody's doing well today. Hello Milo, how are you doing? And everybody else in chat. Good, hell yeah. So I'm trying to remember like the last three areas of this game. It's actually kind of driving me nuts that I can't think of what they are. I know one of them has my favorite character, but I don't know which one exactly. Actually, no, second favorite. Vivian's my favorite. Your friend was auditioning for a play? Nice! Hope she got it. That part at least. Gotta go, and take care. Hope you have a good one. Oh my goodness, Mario, would that be an email from Princess Peach? My dear Mario, I have finally learned what the legendary treasure is. It is the spirit of a demon. The X-Nauts plan to revive this 1,000-year-old monster and use its power to take over the world. They're collecting the crystal stars so they can open the 1,000-year door. They'll find this demon's spirit, but the only thing that keep it locked away is the crystal stars themselves. You must not let them get the crystal stars. Please, Mario, you must put a stop to their horrible plans. Princess Peach. Hey TKJ, how's it going? An ancient demon spirit. Fuck. The two of you, one on the top right of the website and the main one, glitch. Ah, I see. I'm glad you're doing alright. Fuck. Anyways, TKJ, what have you been up to today? VR in school? Nice. What VR game? GT and I might stream some MCR. Who's GT? Oh, I see. If it helps, if you're using OBS, I believe you can connect to like the Oculus desktop app and stream that. Let alone a book that can turn anyone into a master chef. Trouble center in the east part of town and recruited someone to find it. Ease. Take public folks out? I guess, okay. Let's go get that book. this trouble center? No. Go find a legendary cookbook for me. It's in a pretty scary place. There's no way an old guy like me could get it alone. Remember the website and window capture that streamed the window because my... Ah, I see, I see. You took on my trouble. It's really important you just listen up, Mr. Klutz. Years ago, there was a great legendary chef named Mater Delish. Rumor has it you instantly become a better chef by reading his book. Fortunately, it's an old book that is hard to find. Stores don't carry it. I recently heard that someone who used to live in Creepy Steeple had a copy. There are many secret rooms in Creepy Steeple, so it's moldering there somewhere. I just have to get my hands on the book and read it. Help me out, Stubblebum. So then, I'm gonna cook something. Clumsy Crush a lot. I love how she changes names for me. As soon as I thought I was getting the hang of three-phase transformers, three something called zigzag transformers at us. Oh, they threw something. Oh boy. Anyways, are you having a good time at all, Seven? No? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you doing okay otherwise? What do you mean you think so? This shit's hard? Oh, okay. Chicken and noodles? Hell yeah. Fuck. Oh, that fog came in clutch. Anyways, is it cooked a specific way? I gotta know these deets about food, TKJ. It's important to me that you guys are eating well. Seasoned good, like with garlic or something. Garlic and salt and pepper and. Oh, I see. In my opinion, you should always season your meat. Noodles are box noodles? Ah, I see, I see. Fuck, I keep trying to run down, but I keep running down to the left. I'm trying to look for a book. Started One Piece on your birthday? Nice. Are you enjoying it so far? Surprised I didn't see this from before. Ooh. Nice. My gag reflexes suck. I can't eat some greens without throwing up, sadly. Aww. What you do, what I usually do, is I fry them up in some salted butter. And then sprinkle pepper on top of that. Because most people don't know that you can actually season your vegetables to make them more flavorful. Salt, pepper, and garlic. That's how you can make your vegetables more flavorful. When I made my Brussels sprouts, I don't know where they're. Oh, I make delicious carrot fries. All right, so here you go. You take like a carrot, like a big carrot. You slice them up like long ways, so that they're like carroty shaped, and then you toss them all in a bowl. You sprinkle some. Preferably olive oil on top, but a neutral oil like a peanut oil or a canola oil works too. Then you toss in some oregano, some garlic powder, some onion powder, salt, pepper, and a crap ton of Parmesan cheese. And then you toss all that up until they're like decently coated, and then you. Yeah, like, well, so they're like in the shape of fries, kinda. And then you take that, and then you take a nice flat pan. You put tin foil on it. You spray the tin foil or rub it down. I mean, yep. Okay, I'm just gonna explain for everybody. Then you rub down the pan or something, so it's a little bit greased up. Lay your fries out evenly, your carrot fries, and then you bake them. I believe it's 15 on each side. So basically 15, take them out, flip them over, Well, using tongs, flip them over. Another 15. They might be a little bit singed, but they're super good. Nice and full of flavor. Air fries with Parmesan? Exactly. Yeah, TKJ, just text me after and I'll grab you it. Yeah, but carrot fries are one of my favorite sides. Just because of how neck. That's if I remember to do it. Yeah, no worries. Carrots are one of my favorite vegetables. Well, like some people don't think to utilize them properly, and they can just be oh so good. That's 69 star points. Alright, bye for now. Take care, TKJ. Fuck. Oh, I can still see your screen? What do you mean? Is something up that's not supposed to be up? Server, is something up that's not supposed to be up? I don't know, TKJ said I can still see your screen. I don't know what he means by that. Does the stream look normal? I don't know, man. I'm confused too. Like, does my stream look normal? Fuck! You find that cookbook. Ah, that's it. That's the book by Mater Delish. Give it here quick. Ah, I see. Aha! I always love Mario's curious head tilt in this game. Welcome back, TKJ. What did you mean by you can still see my screen? Displays a mushroom with honey syrup for a yummy honey shroom. Brilliant. I can use the recipes that require 2 ingredients. Now that's some book. Talk about effective. Thanks, Mr. Staggers. Take this as your reward. Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Excuse me. So I can apparently make really powerful meals with that. Father makes really good gumbo. Your father made gumbo? Nah. I don't think I've personally ever had gumbo. It sounds... What's in it exactly? Shazubi. Shazubi. Everyone we know asks my father if he can make some. Maybe one day I'll try it. Anyways, what did Vivian get? Fiery Jinx. Ooh. Actually, this other person mentioned a badge. Didn't like it at first, but tastes groomy. I mean, as you grow older, your tastes always change. So, like, elusive badge. Maybe on the roof of Zesti's house in Roadport Square. Like, one day you might not like, for example, carrots. And then another day, one day you'll come across a recipe that'll change your mind on that forever. Tastes develop. Oh. It has a wrench. Okay, what else to the Luigi story? Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. I like carrots, but my gag reflexes don't. Like I said, you just gotta dress them up with a bit of flavor so you're not feeling like you're gonna retch. What story did you want to hear, bro? Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. Soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. Couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they give to the winner. There was another piece of the marvelous compass. Almost passed dead away. I said right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought it'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. Karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. Ranch isn't enough covering? Yeah, but ranch doesn't, like, get into a carrot, you know? Like, if you season it, if you bake it long enough, then it absorbs the flavor. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and it signed up anyways. And race day finally came. I got one of the best carts, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. Light went green, I stopped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backward with me yelling. Crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one foul swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazzafras Town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh my princess, random words could form poetry if spoken by your voice. I must definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that I got back on my boat. Came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. I will say this every time, I think Luigi should get his own Paper Luigi game with this story. In TTYD and Paper Mario 64 like gameplay, I've looked at the new Paper Mario games. It looks like they look boring. Like there's no character flavor, you know? When we're here, okay. Yeah, I'm Torque. And don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig is because he got down on his knees and begged. What happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair costs. Holy shit. Anyways, Gubba, how you doing? Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. Oh, pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair. Of that much, I'm sure. I went to check that room after you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors to find this badge one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means, though. Anyway, look for it, okay, sweetie? I don't remember where Hooktail's castle is. Oh, maybe I do remember. Oh wait, not that way. Oh, that's not the right one. Holy shit, dude. I keep pressing the wrong damn button. Anyways, Guppa, what have you been up to today? Oh, I watched it 2 things in, but at least that works. I just hope I can get through this okay. Hey TKJ, can you like message me on Discord right now reminding you about the carrots? Thank you. Carrots. Okay. Man, now I want carrot fries. It's hard to think that Charles Martinet retired. Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario since, I think it's Mario 64? He finally retired. Oh, fuck, that's a coin. Yeah, he's now an ambassador for Nintendo for the voice. So I think they're trying to find like a new voice actor for it. It's just so surreal. Chris Pratt's performance. Okay, to be honest, I wasn't terribly enthralled by Chris Pratt as Mario. Charlie Day as Luigi, though, his performance slapped ass. Has everybody here seen the Mario movie? Well, let me rephrase. Is there anybody here who hasn't? I remember shit from it. I think it was actually a pretty good movie. I think they did. I think what got me is that they actually did really good with the music. Like, the one thing that pissed me off about Sonic, like the Sonic movie, is that they have like this huge plethora of really good Sonic music, but then didn't do shit with it. Like, meanwhile, like the Mario movie, yeah, was like mostly original pieces. Like, it was very faithful to the original, like the original music. It was a spike. Anyways, if there's anybody who hasn't seen the Mario movie, I would definitely recommend it. Is on Peacock? I don't know what Peacock is. Streaming service? Ah. That was the really shitty badge that we wanted to go and grab? Just think how many times Martinet in his life said wahoo. I hope at least next VA for Mario is a like a good human being like Charles was. We hear the first voices for Toad. I believe so. Like for the Mario cartoon. They were not Toad. What do you mean by not Toad? I'll send a YouTube link? Alright, I'll watch it after. I've never perfect parried before. I will say, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad in the Mario movie, though. Oh, that was a good. Why'd I do that? That was a good pick. Baby, okey-doke. That face doesn't mean you found the badge? Well, this is certainly the badge that I was looking for. Oh my, yes. Now my sweet promise to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize. I knew you would find it, my handsome cheese hunk. Okay. You may have even more badge finding skill than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I just travel with you from now on. Because I'm sure to find lots of badges that way, don't you think? How about the reward? Let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Let me formally state that you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. His Mao has joined the party. Interesting. I still have no idea how to get this chest here. Did she go to the thing? Interesting. That beats my girl Vivian though. Wait, what does he have? It's not a bad one. I don't remember where I'm going in this friggin' maze. 3 more to go. Oh, I believe this is where I get my second favorite. Better hurry, don't you think? We should go up to the professor's office. We have to let him know about the princess's email.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but the dogs. Okey-doke. What? That was written in Princess Peach's email. Legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon. And those fiends want to use the power of the crystal stars to resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. What have you found out, Professor? This is rather long, so you best listen well. Are all of you ready? And you there, in front of the... Fuck off. In front of the TV. You listen up too. Maybe I'm missing something. Are you talking to no one? Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that I read about in that book may well refer to this demon. Doesn't a monster destroy a large town that once stood in this very area? It also says that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster. And this thing used the power of the crystal star to try to control the world. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. But only the beast's physical form was destroyed. The spirit could not be eradicated. The heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and they cast the evil beast into the depths of the vast maze, and sealed the exit. From this I gather that the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So if they're all united, they could either seal away or resurrect the demon. Excuse me. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good. Guess we ought to consider not collecting the crystal stars then. It'd be awful if we found them all, only to have them stolen for evil purposes. Do anyone think it might be better just to destroy them once and for all? That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's also a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to steal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. Unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? The fact those goons want the stars now may not be coincidence. Or maybe coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail. I guess we better find the rest of the crystal stars then, huh? Where do we start? According to the map, it appears somewhere on Keelhaul Key. Keelhaul Key. I'm not too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. After the sea salt's down by the harbor no more, you should head there first. Actually, give me a second. There's one thing I've never actually tried and I want to see if it works. I guess not. I want to stream, but I don't know what to stream. Solitaire. All this stuff. Whoa. No matter how much I work, life never gets any easier for me. Know what I mean? You gotta be ready to just go poof and get rich. You know, poof. Is ship dock there? She belongs to Flavio, the merchant trader. He doesn't sail too often though, mostly hangs out at Podley's joint on the plaza. What, you with the mustache? What's with the stink guy, eh? Got something to say? Alright, then ask me anything. I'm like an encyclopedia. I am, I can answer anything. Oh, Kilalki? Listen, mate. Don't ask me about that place. I got no need for a curse from the Pirate King. No, TKJ, you know what you do? You open up Microsoft Paint, draw something, and then say you're gonna let paint dry, and just stay there for an hour, see what happens. What do you want, eh? Who, me, you ask about? Ah, I'm called Flavio. I am, how you say, a trader. The richest man in Rogueport. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet why is it a man whose life is unchanged must always long for yet more, ah? And I could put on, yes, exactly, just put up a playlist of tense music, and you don't even have to just, like, play, just walk away from stream. What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know, what do I lack? Probably thrills. Thrills, you say, huh? I suppose one does need thrills every now and then. There's nothing like the feel of being alone on a mountain, shivering to death. Ah, no, foolish Fabio. Not chills, you silly man. What I need are thrills. Wait, all the horses. That's it. Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Wait, give me a second. There's something under my control stick that's bothering me now. It's a good thing I have a knife. This is taking a bit below. What the fuck is it? And before you final pulled out. I just flicked it out. Where the fuck did it go? God, I hope that wasn't a bug. Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion, even more money! I'm making a list of things I can do? Nice. Do you not know the tale? The Pirate King's treasure hidden on Kilalki? Ah, well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone in there in search of loot. Not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghosts of Cortez attack all who seek his treasure. Eek! It's because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Kilal Key. But that will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I'm going to prove it. His pirate ass? Yes. He died, but mummified his ass just for people to not touch it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, and sailor of the seven seas. Or is that what you are saying? You are also looking for a treasure? Here in Roqueport. Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure that some street urchin spews out. No. No madness comes across bursting from your mouth. You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, show me. You're having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Kilal Key. You sworn you meant to steal my treasure from me, you awful, awful man. Well, I'm confused. You're looking for things known as the crystal stars?
Oh, yeah.
Now that I'm thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash? Yes, that would be. Stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business performance suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Kilal Key. Of course, the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. Ah, you must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship? Ha 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 ha! You unfortunate, foolish man, do you not know who I am? I'll have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let's begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader. Yes, and you will be captain. Ah, danger and venture tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. I love how there's a satellite dish in the top left there. Ah yeah, so it is you, huh? Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. Feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? It is the SS Flavion, queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, no one can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul, don't you agree? She is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast on the water, tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Ah yes, did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem is that problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavion, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest ranked helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Here's the real problem. The waters around Kilal Key are deathly dangerous. You need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is, how you say it, pickle. Boy, Flavio. Where'd you talking there, sir? If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Papatch. You can solve our problem? Then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard talk of a famed, no, a legendary sailor living in Roqueport. I think he's called Admiral Bobbery. A salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him in this. There ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas as of late. Bassa boom, problem solved. Let us scout out this Barbary fellow and get him on board. As is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That would be you, Mario. It does sound fair to everyone, does it not? It is decided. Must find this Barbary and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. I wonder where this Barbary is. I feel like he's in one of these locked doors, but I'm not entirely sure. Barbary, that old sea dog lives in the east side town, the east side house right next door. They say he was a great and important sailor long ago. Okay. Then how do I get to his house? Must be some way on top, I think. Oh. I think I can see like a hole on top of his house, but I don't know how to get in there. Wait, I have an idea. Okay, so that's not how I get up there. Fuck. Oh, wait. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. The other day I saw this guy jumping from roof to roof. Man, he was so dashing. You know, actually, he might have been a bandit. Maybe that's why he was sneaking into chimneys. Oh. While I'm up here. The fuck? Good afternoon to you, sir. I am called Grifty, the Mistraveling Minstrel. Most of my days in leisure spinning tales that spin the senses. I wrote a few of the stories that surround the town of Rogueport. I could share them with you, but it will require just a few coins. What do you blokes want? This guy I like. Admiral Bobbery? I haven't the faintest idea of who you're talking about. Now if you please. Drop the out, Superstash. I already found out that you're Admiral Bobbery. Or Poppycock. Tell me, what would you do? What would you want with me if I were this chap? That your ship needs a navigator, and you want me to do the job, hmm? Sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea, nevermore. That's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to Key. Awfully sorry, dear boy. But when I say no, what I meant is no. Now away with you. What do you think, Mario? Nothing we say seems to be enough to convince this man. But don't you find it odd? Why would a sailor have such a hatred for the sea? We need answers. Maybe we should ask around town about this man's story. Kinda, yes, Bo. Most is about just getting flat fucking drunk. And when Bobby won't go to sea, that's a setback. I don't know the man myself, so I don't know what to tell you, unfortunately. But I'd be willing to bet that Podley knows a thing or two. He works at the Inn's Cafe. They probably won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Oh, was that it? Now I see you. You want to mount an expedition to Keelall Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. Fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. Probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Alright, then let's see if you'll get depressed, guys. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love. The sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew. But it soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. He was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife to perish because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. I can't imagine what that poor man went through. No wonder he won't sail. You all know his tale now. So tell me, you really want him to return to sea? I think he suffered enough. In that case, let the miserable old soul be, and make your way without him. Good job breaking the tension, Gubbo. I believe in you. Bobby refused? How vexing. But it's not your job to solve this problem. Or is it not your job? Aren't you someone else? No, fuck. Which I said, say the promise. I guess we gotta go back and say, I don't want to. I never thought I had the option to say no, because I genuinely feel bad for him. Yes, we have no choice. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. Oh, that is fucked. Letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery on her deathbed. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him. That he may hear my voice. It was her last request. When I saw Bobbery in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Thank you so much, Podley. We'll deliver this letter. Don't you worry. Ready, Mario?
Yeah.
What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard. Oh, you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon, a letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlet? This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I'm no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember this time, like love is a tide. You are one with the sea as you were one with me. Do not lose both of your life's loves. Time like love is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. A thousand pardons, but I may have a moment alone, if you please. Yes, love, I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you're looking for a navigator, I believe. Bound for Keelall Key?
Oh, yeah.
Harumph, if you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, wonderful. Ship's in the harbor, I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. I'm sorry, I just watched two toddlers crash into each other. One was riding a bike and like decided to look back, and the other toddler just crashed in behind. I knew you'd get Bobbery on board, you wonderful mustache man, you. You, I must say, ahoy. I was wise to choose you as a captain. Ahoy to me as well. The men have already loaded our cargo and supplies, yes. Children getting hurt will never not be funny. Yeah, okay. I mean, because we were stupid at one point, and our parents laughed at us. My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies. Yes, preparations are complete. If If you have no errands, we can depart at once. What do you say? Shall we set sail? Very well, to the sea. Raise anchor and set sails for thrills and emotion. And romance, and money. Our destination is Dread Key. Wait up. This is X-Naught 1 here. Come back, dude. I repeat, X-Naught 10 here, over. Roger, reading you 5 by... Infiltration is successful. X-Naught Black aboard vessel. Repeat, X-Naught Black is on board the vessel. Fuck, that was the beginning of the chapter? The key to pirates. Month star day XO. Over the process of my crew, the SS Flavion set sail. Is voyage as reckless as they say? Yeah, I must scoff. Flavion will show them guts. Month star day XX. Another day of good wind. White clouds, they dazzle me. As if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks most heartily. Month star day X music note. Things are going smoothly, yet I am filled with dread. At this speed we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise. Skull Captain Cass's gaze, red jewel shines and blaze, boom bassa boom festival. Dash Brothers, best of friends, 3 times red stash, or Dash of friends, 3 times red stash lands on his end. Blue stash's belly, 4 times his whack, so let's hear those fireworks go boom. At the Boom Bassa Boom Festival. Yes, now we are talking. Flavio told you, did he not? Nothing to fear, no? Island is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Oh ho ho, I feel fabulous. Should I tell you the tale of one of my many tales of raw bravery? There was no trouble at all. There I was, locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent. Great, he started again. A tale of bravery, right? I heard this one yesterday. There's nowhere to escape to, we just have to listen to him until he's finished. Yeah, if you're onto mid-story, he absolutely loses it too. Oh, why is the... What? Wait, what's going on here? The ship's stopping. Why, Master Flavio, awfully sorry to interrupt that wicked story. The ship stopped. Ah? Stopped, you say to me? After interrupting a story of passion and fury. Well, this is your job to keep the ship moving, yes? So take care of it. Okay, Flavio. I'll get right on it. Right quick. Wait a tick. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just wait a Goomba stomping moment, will you, scallywags? Boy, quit shoving, eh? I'm working over here. I said quit shoving. They're here. What is this ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what is going on? Ooh. No, they're upon us. The pirate ghosts. All of the rumors are true. What do we do? We gotta get out of here. Ah! Do not panic yourselves. This is just a dream that we're all having. Awake! Now quickly, move the boat. Ooh. ghostly oohing thing, are you really the savage pirate king? Aye! Help me! Fuck up now, everyone. Remain civilized. Relax. Don't panic. Relax, 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 I say. Let's simply take it easy. What? Why? Excuse me, listen everyone, if we could form an orderly line without shoving. Forget that, make a path. Bobber, look alive, man. Hi! I thought Bobber was the first to jump in. We must get out of here. Abandoned ship! Merchant for every rich, marvelous merchant for himself. Monster de X-Star. Fortune from disaster. The kindly sea washed us ashore. A strange irony that this island was our intended destination all along, no? And yet we mourn. We have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Bobbery. Makes me to think they were taken by the Pirate King, that ghostly thing. What happens to us now, yeah? We may be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. Monster de X Heart. We've been a resemblance of civilized life here. Ships flotsam washed in, and now we have salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time on the salty bounty of the sea, but then what, I ask? Monster de Circle Circle. We have built a few huts from the washed up timbers. Ah, poor sweet SS Flavion. At least the shanties keep out the wind and rain. Still have no sign of Bobbery and the others, and my heart, she doubts. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. All-Star Day Circle X. 3 days on the island now, and the huts are all finished. We've carved out a life here, though. We all dream of a return to Rogueport. Boy, Captain Stash. I know much, but we finished a wee hut for you to rest in. Come have a look. Sploosh. Wahoo! I'm Wacka. We got some good weather today, right? Makes you feel like nothing bad could happen on a day like today. Wackadoo. Wackow, don't hit me. Well, okay then. Captain, please help us. Flavio and Papacha are in a huge fight. And what about you, Squinty? You turned to jelly when you saw those ghosts. What are you talking about? You were the one quaking in his boots, fancy pants. Wait 1 moment. Did you just call the great Flavio fancy pants? That's right, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants. Why, you little cyclops, Flavio demands satisfaction. You, me, hammers at dawn. Oh, that's fine by me. I can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads. They're here! Captain Stash, them ghosts are back. Mario, front and center. This is an order. Take care of these ghosts. Hmm. Nice. Yes, you're a bloomin' beast, Captain Stash. Really to celebrate, no? There are surely more of them elsewhere, huh? One must investigate the rest of the island. Yes, that is what's me. As leader of this expedition, I of course should stay here. On this I brook no argument. Ah yes, of course. Mario, perhaps you can handle the exploration of the island. Sure. As my boy, I knew you would go forth with boldness. We count upon you. Nice. I was trying to avoid the damn thing. Fuck. I'm suddenly dropping a ton of frames, I don't know why. Should be good now. Fuck. Why did I press X instead of A? Okay. This cursor knows blast it all. My blubbery splotches. Is that Mario over there? You're alive, old boy. Right, you came by just in the nick of time. Get these two out of here this instant. Huh? What about you, Admiral? You gotta get out of here too. Just leave it to me, eh? I'll keep these ghouls busy while you get out of here. Lee, that's an order. Let me do what I must do. I went away with you. Well, Barbara here thinks it's the right thing to do, so what are we waiting for? Oh, Barbary, please forgive our cowardice. We up and left you and everything was happening so quickly. Forgive us. Gone, eh? Excuse me, but I'll be going also. And hey, you, out there in front of the TV, yeah, I'm talking to you. Maybe pretty obvious to you who I really am, but no telling Mario or else. You out there in front of the TV, did this guy just go nuts or what? Well, that Incubon is fucked. What the fuck is down there? Fuck. Fuck. Ding me. I guess I can go the other way. This is how a Legend of the Sea meets his end, eh? Oh, aw. Ooh, the pain of it all. Oh, Mario, old boy. This book's got me a bit better than I thought. Mario, please hear my last request. I must thank you for taking me out to sea one last time. But there's one thing I need before I go to my rest. Cola. I was saving that one bottle, my last memory of Scarlet. Celebrate reaching here. I saw it among the flotsam drifting towards the island. It must be here somewhere. If I might just have one sip before my final voyage. Give me that Cola, my boy. How the fuck do I get it though? I think that's it at the very least. Fuck. Ah, you're still alive. Well, we have some fortune left. Such relief for Flavio. I thought some jungle beast was snacking on you. Well, everyone is accounted for. Now wait one moment. Am I wrong, or are we still one man short? That's right. Bobbery sacrificed himself to save us from the ghosts. Please, we've got to go back and help him. One lunacy bursts forth from your mouth. The Admiral lives? What fortitude! Mario, front and center, I entrust you with the mission to save our dear Admiral. What is that you say? Chocola Cola. Well, why would I have that? But yes, by the way, Flavio was really curious. What do you need for it? What now? The Admiral may soon perish, and he wants to drink it as his last wish? Ah, so what we are dealing with here is a sort of last request, am I correct? Well, Flavio has no choice. I found it on the beach, but for this noble cause, I yield. However, Chocola Cola is part of our supplies, which we need to survive. So we'll need you to find something to replace this. On this I do not budge. Yes. If there is something on this island that would be a suitable replacement. Aha, a coconut, is it not? Well, that is island fare, but somewhat cliché. Well, perhaps I set my hopes too high for a foraging, non-gourmand such as you. Oh, there you go. Take the Chocola Cola and give my regards to the Admiral. Time to waft the bouquet, swizzle it gently, and savor all of the fine fizziness. Admiral Bobbery, whatever happened to him? Come on, boy, I swear you have some issues. Like, I don't know where you got cuckold from Chocola. Fuck. I hate those things. Wait, I got more badge points. I didn't equip a new badge. What is wrong with me? Hmm? Ah, the distinctive bouquet. You've brought it? Ah. This glorious flavor, dear boy. It awakens the mouth. So the sea was generous enough to deliver me this one last grace, eh? I have nothing left in this world now. Thank you for granting my last wish. I shall now be reunited with my dear Scarlet. Farewell, Captain Mario. Oh, he's asleep. Mario, I really think Bobber is just sleeping after all that. Yeah, I'm sure of it, actually. And I was so sad for him. Whack him awake, will you? Oh, Bob, what? Yobbity pirates. Where are those pirates? Poor Bobber, he's still pretty shaken up. What now? Oh, Mario, boy, it's you. You have adventures in the afterlife as well? Capital. Well, Barbara, you're not in the afterlife. You're still alive and well. Yes, well, really? This isn't a tropical paradise for fallen sailors? Alright. Now, recall, Mario, old boy, we still have work to do. Better take me with you, I should say. I'm sure my sea legs and explosive personality would be rather useful, eh? Yeah, you... I've always liked Bobbery, or like the Bob-Ombs in general in this game. Just because, like, just the little, I guess, timepieces or whatever the hell. Or whatever, the key in their back can be changed. Ah, it is Bobbery. Welcome back to you. You know how worried we were? My stomach has been most upset. Must worry about everyone here, but who worries about for Flavio? No one. You know how hard that is for me to sit here in safety and worry so much? I do not know what is out there waiting to lurch and snack upon me. We do not even know how to get home, for the sake of the blue, briny sea. But no more yelling. Now is the time to pull together and work as a team. Hello, Hume. What are you doing, Floppy boy? Good boy. Why do you smell like salt and vinegar chips? Has Mommy been feeding you salt and vinegar chips? Oh, you don't like vinegar. Flavio, old boy, I must say you talk rather too much. Such insolence. I growl at you like an angry jungle beast. I oughta... But in any case, Mario, about that crystal star you spoke of earlier. There's a rather odd rock in the far east of the jungle with a skull carved into it. All an old sea bomb's intuition, but that skull rock smells suspicious. Hey, Bobbery. Don't it really smell suspicious? Flavio's armpit. Boy, it smells like low tide. But seriously. Maybe onto something with that skull rock. I say that's where the treasure is. Anyone could figure that out, you mutinous joker. I mean, how obvious. I was already saying in my head that the treasure is certainly behind that rock. And as such, I will continue the noble duty of protecting this camp from invasion. Captain Mario, carry on. I'm sorry to make so many requests, but, you know. Flavio, you old cash grubber. If you want treasure, why don't you get it yourself? Oh, well, yes, Admiral. You see, Oh yes, you have a point. Let us decide fair and square, shall we? Listen to me, everyone. Who thinks I should go along to investigate the skull rock? There you have it, Flavio. Fair and square, eh? What? No, not fair. Flavio hates you all. Fuck. Oh. Tiny loaf is sleeping on my arm. Oh boy, you ever had a cat like rest themselves on you? Like just put the full weight of their head on you? Hey, nice. Fuck. That's not who I wanted. Oh, it's not even a... Okay, never mind. I had a stupid... Why can't I fucking jump? I'm an idiot. Holy shit, dude. Ah, now what is all this? A dead end, taunting Flavio with its dead-endedness. But, is this... I think this is Skull Rock Bobbery blabber about. All positively reeks of ancient secrets, yes? Let's plunge into this puzzle. Mario, you don't suppose Flavio's gem might go in space in the eye, do you? What does the song go? Little Captain Cass's gaze, red jewel shines and plays, boom bass boom festival. Every time Red Stash lands on his end, Blue Stash's belly 4 times his wax, so let's hear those first. So, oh, such excitement! The cave entrance. Oh, what? Ah, my skull gem. Mario, what were you thinking? That gem was part of the House of Flavio. Woof! Oh, what a happy day. I have my skull gem back. My jolliness has no end. Now then, I'm sure you're all disappointed, but Flavio must be heading back now. Melville's back at camp where he brought me further. You two understand, yes? So, let me know when you find that glittery treasure, alright? One star, day circle, note. Scoffing at danger, my brave explorers entered the cave. Will they actually find the Pirate King's treasure? I tremble with anticipation. Cat, you are the laziest piece of shit I've ever seen. He got up off of me, moved over, rested his head on the armrest, and just plopped. Laziest oaf. Good boy at the very least. Anyways, I think I was gonna call it here. Now that we actually made it in and I've been streaming for 2.5 hours-ish. Ellie, get back. You wanted to cuddle, so we cuddled. And there we go. Let's figure out who to raid. Alright, sweet dreams? No. Terrible dreams only. No, I'm joking. Let's figure out who to raid. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna call it quits for the day. I'm not gonna go raiding. I've been working on a project all damn day today and yesterday. So I'm just gonna call it quits here. Hope everyone has a good night. Or day, depending on where you are. Be safe. Yeah. Or good night.